So in Matthew 21:12, we saw um, the depth of indignation expressed by Christ himself for one thing that he clearly found very detestable: selling in the church. And that's why he made a statement that um, my father's house, that is supposed to be a place of prayer, has become the den of robbers. Um, Thesis number two is about um, taking the price tags off the use of church facilities and the services provided by clergymen. Um, so it's this is the practice of the early church. Was simple. When they have taken offerings from everybody, they try to meet the needs of members of the community, because that's what the church was. It was a community of believers, and they basically try to support each other. If you read the early part of the book of Acts, Acts chapter 2 all the way up, you will see the character of the church and how the apostles ran the church. They never sold anything to anybody. Neither did Jesus. When the multitude were hungry in the wilderness, he actually told the disciples to feed the people. And when they said we didn't have enough to feed them, that's when the miracle became a necessity. So that's the true character of the church. The church has no interest whatsoever in profits of any kind or even breaking even. Unless, of course, it is about how many souls have been won. That's the only true profit that the church is interested in. So having budgets and weighing the services we're providing and what we're giving out, and making sure that we're breaking even or making profits is not church behavior. That's business behavior. The true church of Christ trusts in the provisions and providence of God. We're dependent on Christ, whose body it is. So when we start to put prices on the use of auditoriums, the services provided by clergymen for funerals, naming ceremonies, weddings, and all these things that we charge people for, we're moving further away from scriptural prescriptions, and that should be a matter for concern. There are many people who have been forced out of the church because of these type of problems. They feel that in spite of having to pay tithe and offerings and the many seeds that they're forced to sow, they still need to pay money when they need services from the church. The African church especially is functioning in the middle of a badly run economy, and everyone knows this. So our people are already impoverished. Why then do we burden them with things that, should be free? If the world taxes them, the church is a place where they must find freedom. If they can't do things for themselves, the church must be able to enable them to be able to do things. So that's really what thesis number 2 tries to deal with. Ecclesia Africanus Reformanda, meaning we're interested in proposals or propositions that point towards the reformation of the African church, and that's what this book is about. Thesis number 2 is taking the price tag of church services and facilities.